A lot of electricity in the building right now. Big boys, middleweights, professional kickboxing. Christian Dottin in the white trunks. Alpha Toure. These guys with the yellow trunks, your third man in the cage. Referee Chris Molina. We're underway. Alpha Toure standing at 6'5", has the clear height advantage, reach advantage, amateur experience advantage. Dottin has his work cut out for him tonight as he lands a chopping low kick. That could be a key strike for Dottin in this fight.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot more of that out of Christian.
He's got some power behind it. He turns his hips perfectly.
Yeah, Christian is a very, very powerful individual.
Look at the physiques. You know, Toure 6'5", long, lanky, got thin legs, muscular. But look at the legs. Look at the quads on Dottin. They're tree trunks.
Beautiful timing.
Not all fighters are built the same. Not all middleweights are built the same.
Christian is managing the distance very, very well.
Wow. Christian's managing the distance, and I think Toure is, I like his calculated approach here. He's finding the range, not swarming.
Except for that flying knee.
Besides that, I'm looking at this nice body shots there, too. Great work on the inside from Dottin. I feel like Toure is just waiting to unleash.
Toure is obviously the busier fighter. He's going to keep a lot of volume. Christian, the more calculated.
And that's the smart thing when you're the taller fighter. Make that middle range between you scary. Make it harder for your opponent to feel like they can cross that distance safely.
Yeah, you keep things in their face. It's very hard to get inside when there's something constantly in your face like that jab. Oh, big right hand from Christian.
Toure fires back with a combination of his own. Good action here in round one, closing in on a minute. Yeah, there it is.
I'm really impressed with the diversified approach of both fighters. Neither guy is just headhunting. We're seeing body work put in, leg kicks, sweeps.
This is professional kickboxing bout. Both guys starred in the amateur ranks. And you're seeing that from that the varied approach from both fighters. Nice right hand from Dottin.
The composure as well. Neither one of these guys have been shaken by anything that's thrown at them. Composed.
Yeah, they're prepared to go several rounds.
I like what I saw, that Christian checking that outside kick. Good head movement from Christian on the inside. Alpha's doing a good job, though. When Christian's getting inside, he's tying him up just enough, but staying at a good range right here to be still throwing.
A good final salvo there.
Beautiful.
Alpha Toure to close out round one. Maybe stole the round.
Yeah, he's managing that inside distance real well.
What he did so well is at distance, he was so effective. He was able to land long strikes, jabs, crosses, front kicks. And then as soon as Christian would jam him, he would tie him up exactly as Dave was saying, and he would be busy there. Here we see that closing flurry from the end of the round. Another flying knee attempt.
Dottin had good moments. Went to the body. Had some good leg strikes too. But Toure, that exclamation point at the end of the round is going to catch the attention of judges, and his just overall poise and accuracy.
Yeah, Christian's got to get back to chopping down the legs. He's got to make Alpha start to wear down on those leg kicks and get a little bit less mobile, have maybe a little bit of a harder time managing that range of distance. He's got space even when he's inside. He can still chop those legs down.
Both guys still so composed, so calm. Awesome to see. The sign of guys who had the right amount of amateur fights.
Christian's got to beat Alpha to the jab. Christian smartly tying up now.
I'd like to see a little more of Toure use that length? You think he's smothering his work a little bit too much?
No, actually, I'm pretty impressed with how he's managed the distance when Christian gets inside. You see he's either clinching and throwing, or he's working his frames and making some space on the inside.
Toure is landing some really good right hands.
And what he's doing beautifully is he stays off the X. He throws a couple, makes a little angle change, makes it harder for Christian to land the counter, and that sets up his next strike. When Christian's exposing himself by countering, that's where Alpha's jumping on.
Dottin has slowed a little bit here in round 2.
Again, busy, little angle change.
I think it's actually smart of Christian here to tie up when he gets inside. After he gets a couple strikes off, to tie him up, maybe grind down Alpha, kind of muddy up this pace a little bit, because Alpha's been busy, even when Christian gets on the inside, a big right hand.
Hasn't thrown a lot of those low kicks, Dottin.
But man, when they land,
That's a big, he landed a good knee there, Toure. Dottin is slowed considerably in here in round 2.
I think the volume
Yeah.
has started to wear on him. You know, the jabs, even 60% are in his face at all times. Christian hasn't had a chance to breathe. Oh, and he gets
big right hand.
Gets rocked a little bit with that right hand.
He's showing up. This could be stopped soon. Target practice for Alpha Toure. Down goes Dottin. Dottin does not have an answer for this onslaught.
He was hoping this breather gives him a little bit of wind in his sails.
Now you see Alpha. Now he's actually starting to throw.
Yeah, Dottin's got
a little bit more power.
Dottin is exhausted.
Who can blame him? You're getting hit that much, even at 60%. Like David was saying, it's like that Diaz kind of, that Nick and Nate Diaz kind of pace of work.
Yep. Just touching.
This could be over soon.
Now he's
getting a close look at this one. Alpha Toure laying on the leather here with 10 seconds to go in round 2. Will Dottin survive?
We got 5 seconds left. I hope we can. I'd like to see another round of this.
Alpha Toure laid it on.
And again, so beautifully busy. And then as soon as Christian's trying to close the distance, tie him up, little angle changes from one side to the other, makes himself a hard target to find, and then that opens him up to be able to counter right back beautifully.
Yeah, and you can see, you know, he was picking his shots there where he started to throw a little bit more power. He's going from 60 to 80% there. Now that he knows he's got his shots that he can pick, that's when he's ratcheting up the strength and power. And you can see in that last combination, those were hurting Christian.
Oh, yeah. Like a shark smelling blood in the water. As soon as he saw he had him hurt, woo.
See what kind of adjustments Christian can make here in this third round. You see very animated Ryan the Flair in this corner.
I mean, he had some success early on in the first round with those chopping knees, but it's just been too much. Alpha Toure just too much, laying it on, using those physical advantages. But Christian Dottin is tough. He's still standing here at the start of the third round.
You got to give Alpha credit though. It's not just physical advantages. He's using tactical advantages he's using tactical advantages that work towards his physical advantages as well. He's maximizing both ends.
Exactly. It's one thing to be a tall, rangy guy. It's another thing to be able to use it really well.
It's absolutely true.
His knees are just vicious now.
Christian's going to go for broke here in this third round.
As well he should, man.
Alpha Toure laying it on. He's got him backing up.
Alpha's definitely taking up the intensity of his strikes quite a bit. We're past that 60% mark.
Yeah, you see, especially when he's changing levels going to the body, he's really digging.
Dottin doesn't have much on those shots. Lost a significant amount of energy and power. It's become target practice.
It's like you feel like you're watching a video game and you're just seeing Dottin's energy bar just shrink and shrink and shrink the more that Toure keeps this pace on.
Yeah, I don't think it's so much the power, it's the pace.
Oh, beautiful hook to the body.
I think it's been about a 2-to-1 output for Alpha Toure here. Christian's got to try to counter and get off this cage here. He's digging to the body. Talk about game, man. He is not quitting. There's no quitting him.
Not at all. and he still doesn't look phased at all.
No, Christian's not showing any frustration. He's tired, but he's still here to fight. Minute 30 left. Christian's got to start getting a little bit busy with that jab, even if there's not much behind it, just something in his face.
Yeah. Give Alpha something to worry about so he can't just walk him into this range where he's been able to be so successful.
Christian might have looked up at the clock right there. Double lead left hook from Alpha Toure a la Roy Jones.
Got him. Ooh, sneaky right kick there.
Dottin he's just using all grit and guile now. He's trying to make it to the end of the fight. I don't blame him.
That's a moral victory with the pace that he's had to endure. Just to make it to that ending bell, that's a big moral victory.
Yeah, lesser men would look for a way out.
Are you surprised that Alpha Toure hasn't been able to get the stoppage?
No, you got a game opponent in front of him, and Alpha is fighting smart. He's not just going for broke where he's going to overexpose himself. He's fighting smartly. He's looking for the finish, but he's not doing it recklessly.
And on top of that, Christian's defense is very good. He's getting hit a lot, but not all of these are clean. He's moving with strikes very well. He's shelling up really nicely.
Yeah, he's rolling off a lot of those punches. It's not like any of these punches have been overwhelmingly knocking Christian around and ringing his bell. It's more just the pace that I think has really weighed on him.
You just can't breathe when someone's just there constantly hitting you.
Yeah, especially somebody with that length. It doesn't matter where you go, what distance you're at, he's able to touch it.
Because you take a step back where normally your training partners can't hit you, but he can still hit you.
Right.
What a fight.
Good stuff there from Alpha Toure and Christian Dottin. They both go down to one knee. Gotta love the respect. That's the best part of this game, in my opinion. Look at that.
Chatting it up like after sparring.
And who can blame him for being tired after that output? Jeez.
We go to the judges' scorecard for our decision. With your winner by unanimous decision, Alpha, the African Giant, Toure.